Om. 48th Sutra of the Samadhipada is another very important sutra which talks about the cognition, prajna. The sutra is Ritambhara Tatra Prajna. Ritambhara Tatra Prajna. Tatra Prajna Ritambhara. Tatra, there. There means what was described in the previous sutra, that is Nirvichara Vaisharadye Adhyatma Prasadaha. In that state, Tatra Prajna. Prajna is faculty of knowledge, cognition. Faculty of cognition, knowledge. So there the knowledge, Ritambhara. There the knowledge is, Bhara is full of, filled. Ritam. Ritam is truth, absolute truth, essential truth. So there the knowledge is filled with truth, and that is the rough translation. Otherwise, there in that state, the knowledge is full of absolute truth. The knowledge is full, bhara, with ritam, absolute truth. So that is the sutra where Ritambhara Prajna means it always cognizes the essential truth, the essence, the truth. No false or wrong is seen or is recognized or is felt. If an object is seen, if an event is seen, if a circumstance is visualized or is in the front, an object is in the front, an event is in the front, a situation is in the front, or a word is heard, the Ritambhara Prajna means it sees the core, the center, the exact truth. No interpretations, no imaginaries, no vikalpas. The truth is seen. The truth is understood. The truth is visualized. The truth comes to it. It is just pierces. That cognition, that knowledge, which is full of ability to perceive, to conceive, and to see, to understand the truth. That is called Ritambhara Prajna. Very important in our lives. Many instances, many events, many circumstances, many transactions and communications we come across with many people. But we will not be able to sieve through, filter through, and understand, come to the right, exact truth or conclusion. But a chitta or a sadhaka who has this Nirvichara Vaisharadye as explained in the previous sutra, his faculty of cognition, prajna, is filled with ritambhara. That is important dimension here. So the prajna there is full of ritam. Of course, we know that Nirvichara Vaisharadye is a state of Sabija. So generally the sutra is taken as in Sabija Samapatti, in Sabija Samadhi, the faculty of cognition, the knowledge is truth. It is filled with the knowledge of truth. And how this knowledge of truth rises, comes, or establishes, and that is explained traditionally, that this is cultivated through the Agama, Anumana and Dhyana. Agama, Anumana and Dhyana. When we hear these words, Agama, Anumana, we remember the sutra which was there in the beginning, the sutra number 7, Pratyaksha Anumana Agama Pramanani. In that we have this Agama and Anumana as a tools, constituents of the Pramana Vipare, Pramana. But here, in place of Pratyaksha, it is the Dhyana is used. Not used, it is through the Dhyana actually. This Ritambhara Prajna establishes, comes by these three dimensions. Agama, Anumana and Dhyana. And the mind which is in the state of Samachitta, the balanced, equilibrium, that state of the Chitta, Samachitta, generally it is considered or referred to wise men, people who are wise, not intellectuals, people who are wise. They are referred as Samachitta. So a Samachitta, Ritambhara Prajna, cultivated through Agama, Anumana, Dhyana. That is the outcome of the Ritambhara Prajna. Samachitta, wise men, cultivating the Prajna through Agama, Anumana and Dhyana is the state of Ritambhara Prajna. You should just go to the previous reference of the sutra. The previous sutra, the stage at which purely intellectual consciousness is converted into spiritual consciousness. In the Samadhi which was pointed out earlier, the present sutra gives an important attribute, quality of the new type of consciousness which emerges as a result of the change. And this is called Ritambhara. Ritam. Of course, whenever we say Ritam, we also remember Satyam. But Satyam is always a relative truth, underlying the manifestation, constituting the realities of all things. Relative truth. But Ritam is a cosmic order, including all laws, natural, moral, ethical, spiritual, in their totality, which are eternal and non-viable, inviable in their nature. So Ritambhara Prajna is that kind of consciousness which gives an unerring perception of the right and the true underlying manifestation. So whatever is perceived in the light of this prajna must be right and true. The prajna or consciousness functioning in these higher states is called as the Ritambhara. A very, very important clarification it is, which we see that there is a difference in Satyam and Ritam. And that is where, but as we have seen earlier, this is a component of the three important constituents: Agama, Anumana and Dhyana. Of course, Agama we have already seen is the following the instructions of the scriptures and of course the teachers. Second is mainly concerned with the removing inference, buddhi. Then the dhyana, the third is the dhyana, constant practice of meditation, and what has been established by the scriptures and by the inferences. That is how the knowledge is perfected. We can say that is how the knowledge is purified, or that is how the knowledge is sieved and filtered, and finally the right one is understood, or it is understood rightly, it is understood correctly, the core is understood. That is how Tatra Ritambhara Prajna or Tatra Prajna Ritambhara, or as the sutra says, Ritambhara Tatra Prajna. Let us see the next sutra. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.